So guys, welcome back to another video. And this is going to be quite a short video. I'm actually flying to Dubai tonight, and so I'm a little bit pushed for time, but I really wanted to make this video because it is incredibly important. And in this video, we're basically going to be detailing what are the best type of models that you want to work with at your OnlyFans management agency. And this is so important. And that is because the type of models that you choose to work with will directly affect the amount that you are able to generate from your agency and the amount of success that you are going to see from your agency as well. Now, before we dig into that, just a little intro to myself. My name's Ollie. I've been in the online space for a number of years now, running multiple different businesses, including a six-figure SMMA and now a successful OnlyFans management agency. And that's why you should feel comfortable consuming this information, because I've either done or am doing what you are trying to do. And now, I obviously make YouTube content as well as you're watching this video, so make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel to see other content that I create around OnlyFans management and OnlyFans success. So let's get into it. So why is the type of model that you select to work with at your agency so important? Well, number one, like I say, it's going to underpin the amount of revenue that you are able to generate from your agency and therefore the success that you're able to have with your agency. You might be thinking I'm going to say work with the prettiest girls that you can find or something like that, or work with the girls that have the best features, or only work with a certain niche. And that's not true. It couldn't be further from the truth. There is other characteristics that we want to focus on that are far more important. These are things like work rate, enthusiasm, and conscientiousness. And they're so important, far more important than how good looking the model is. And we really want to use our onboarding process and sales call process to really get a clear picture of this. And that's why I think it is essential that you take a sales call to close the model than just talking over DM, because you don't really get to know the person, the model's characteristics. So we need them to understand that what they're going to do isn't easy, it's not a walk in the park, and is going to require a decent amount of workload for them to create content, create custom pay-per-views and things of that nature. And like I said, you'll see far more success looking for these kind of models than just basing your search off looks. Now, we've had it where we've taken on incredibly attractive models, like really top tier models in terms of attractiveness and features, and actually their work rate hasn't been there and their desire to earn and win hasn't been there. And effectively what we've had to do is fire them as a client because they weren't prepared to put the work in to produce the content that we needed. And this is a real problem for a number of reasons. And the first reason is it's going to limit the amount of subscribers that you're going to be able to push to the account. And that is because they're not going to be willing to create the TikToks or create the content that we need to push subscribers to the OnlyFans account. So you're going to miss out on that front, but you're also going to lose revenue when they're not creating content for your messaging sequences and things of that nature, and also like pay-per-views and any custom requests. If they're not willing to do it, you're going to miss out on a huge amount of revenue. So say you're able to bring a load of new fans in. If you don't have any content to push to them and new content to push to those fans that have already seen everything, you're going to really struggle to grow the model's revenue. And that is why that is so important. Now, we also want to make sure that they genuinely enjoy the process. They enjoy creating content. And if you can find a model that genuinely enjoys the process and is passionate about the industry, it's going to make your life 10 times easier. And that is because you're not going to have to nag and push them to keep producing content. They're going to do a lot of it off of their own back, and they're just going to be a joy to work with. They're going to come up with their own ideas for content and really add their own angles into it. And this is exactly what you want from a model. You also want models that have initiative. When you first take on a model, you're going to have to hold their hand a lot and guide them with the kind of workings of your agency, what you expect from them, how you want them to perform and things of that nature at the start. But after a while, the model should be able to do this and learn to do this all by themselves without being pushed in a certain direction. Now, these are the most important traits from a model. Now, this does not mean that physical appearance and physical attributes aren't important. If you've got a model that is all of those things, but then has certain assets that are very marketable, you're obviously going to see more success there. And obviously, very good looking models are going to bring a lot of good attention as well. However, what you do need to consider is just because you don't find someone attractive, it doesn't mean there isn't a huge group of people out there that will find that model attractive. Attractiveness definitely can be in the eye of the beholder. And so that is something you definitely want to consider. I have seen firsthand lots of models that I personally don't deem attractive or that attractive, and they're killing it on OnlyFans and have got a huge amount of subscribers. The next thing you can consider is niche as well. Models that are able to niche down into specific areas can make a huge amount of money. But in saying that, you need to feel comfortable working within that niche. For example, the gaming niche, there's girls in the gaming niche that do incredibly well, just as there are men in the male niche that are doing incredibly well. But if you personally don't feel comfortable running male OnlyFans accounts, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you aren't comfortable with that, then you obviously are going to want to avoid that, because it's not going to be an enjoyable process for you. So to round this very short video up, like I said, we want to focus on model characteristics first, and then focus on model aesthetics and features and things of that nature. And just to be completely transparent, our best performing model at my agency isn't potentially in line with society norms the most attractive. However, she has the best work rate and drive to gain success, and that is why she is far outperforming some of our potentially more attractive models at the agency. This has to be a primary focus in your mind when looking to onboard new creators. So there you have it. They're my thoughts and guidance on what models you should pick to work with at your agency. As I said, this is a very short and rushed video as I'm flying to Dubai in a couple of hours, but I hope that you were able to gain some value and some understanding from this video. If you've got any other videos that you want to see around this topic, or you've got any questions at all, just leave a comment below this video and I'll be sure to make a video centered around it. And please make sure that you subscribe and like this video if you found it useful. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, we'll talk soon.